Today I'm making some iodine monobromide out of liquid bromine and iodine. I don't have a sample of the iodine monobromide to show y'all because I destroyed it all. I didn't have a safe way to get it out of the round bottom flask I made it in, so I just used some sodium thiosulfite to convert it all into the iodine and bromine salts and sulfur. I need about 10 grams of iodine to make the iodine monobromide, so I had to whip up a batch real quick. Use the same method I used in my previous video on the subject. I was having a hard time drying my iodine after I sublimated it because there was like residual water, and I figured out that you can melt the iodine under sulfuric acid and then it'll come out as a solid puck. Another cool thing is the sulfuric acid that's left over has these little tiny particles of iodine and it reflects light really cool. But I ended up with 20 grams of iodine, which means I have 10 left. So I sublimed off the solid puck again and had a bunch of powder. And I already had enough bromine from the last time I made it, which I only needed 6.5 grams. To start the reaction, I added my 10 grams of iodine and 6 grams of the bromine into my 1000 milliliter 2-neck boiling flask and put a condenser on top to reflux it and crank the heat all the way up and let it reflux for about an hour. After I turned the heat off, after about an hour, I was left with a flask full of like a blood red vapor. It was way darker than the bromine was, which is really cool. It left a dark red residue of it. It looked like iodine but red on all my glassware that I used, and I had to use the sodium thiosulfite bath to remove all that and turn it back into the halogen salts. Thanks for watching. You actually made it all the way through my video. If you like what you see and you want to see more, hit the like button and please subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Today I'm making some iodine monobromide from the element iodine. Really.